D Champ, intellectually stimulating. How are you? How are you? How are you? I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Check this out. No response is a response. Okay, fellas? Ladies, no response is a response. If you're dealing with someone and they contact you all the time, but then they stop contacting you, either they're seeing someone else or they're playing games with you. Men and women, both men and women play that no contact game. Or they'll pull back to create attraction because they're listening to all these dating coaches that's telling them wrong. What should be happening is consistency should be happening on both sides of the table. I said consistency should be happening on both sides of the table. Not just the man, not just the woman, but both sides. It's a two-way street, okay? The man doesn't do everything, and the woman doesn't do everything. It's a two-way street. It should be a mutual attraction scenario. Here's the thing, when you recognize that it's not a mutual attraction scenario, step out of the equation. Say something about it. Always communicate. You see someone doing something wrong, depending on what it is, you don't just cut them off. Most things don't require a cutoff. Most things require a conversation. Communication is very important. I always talk about basics, right? I always talk about basics. One of the basics is problem resolution. Talk it out. Say, hey, I've noticed so and so and so and so. Have a conversation. Be respectful in your conversation. All right? But before you can have that conversation, you must have to make sure that you're in the right. A lot of people, you don't contact me, I'm not going to contact you. Contact that person, hey, what's going on? I ain't heard from you. Hey, stranger, what's up? What's been going on with you? All right? You see, the thing is, people change. Somebody could like you today and be dealing with someone else and not like you tomorrow. Some people could be going for the bigger, better deal. They might have found someone new that they want to invest their time in. People do it all the time and they won't tell you anything, they'll just leave. That's a facet of life. It's happened to everybody. I don't care how long you've been together. I'm gonna tell you what happened to me. Personal situation. I was dating this woman for a couple of years. Thought everything was cool. All of a sudden, nothing. COVID came. She believed the hype. I hadn't heard from her. No communication. Radio silence. That's saying something. If you care about someone, you would at least say, hey, you doing all right? You still alive? You in the hospital? Ladies and gentlemen, no communication is saying something. Used to get a good morning text all the time, and it's not just me. I've talked to a lot of people. The same thing is happening to them. Used to get a good morning text all the time. Hey, how you doing? All of a sudden, nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, it has to be on both ends. It has to be balanced. If not, it's not going to work. Far too many people get tired, or you're just boring. Have something to talk about. Be interesting, all right? But remember something. No communication says something. You know, when you're just starting off, people want to talk to each other. People want to say hello to each other. They want to know how your day is going. People normally start off on a good foot. But if you've only been talking to someone for maybe a week or two and you don't never hear from them again, what's the effort? But it goes both ways. But if you've been talking to someone for a while and you're used to communicating with them, then all of a sudden they cut off communication. They do what's called they ghost you. That's saying something. Pay attention. Pay attention. I want you to be smart. I don't want you to play the fool because we all have. And I'm trying to make you better. Remember, we're still dealing with the basics. We're still on the basic series. No communication is saying something. And silence, in some cases, is very, very loud. Pay attention. Use your brain. Listen to that little voice, that intuition that everyone has that's telling you the truth in the back of your head, back there. A little whisper voice. Listen. You know. Yes, you do. D Champ, intellectually stimulating. Saying nothing is the loudest voice you can ever make. Sometimes people won't say, we through, we over. They'll just let it fade to black without having a conversation. Communication. There used to be an old saying that says, conversation rules the nation. Conversation. Have to keep the lines of communication open. You got to be able to talk. All right? Conversation rules the nation. Remember that. D Champ, intellectually stimulating. Silence. It says a lot. Have a good day.